Welcome everybody to our webinar. So I hope everybody can hear me. So as Mandy said, my name is Robert and I'm a Director of Business Development and Franchise Operations for VF Consulting. But previously, a couple years ago, I actually worked for the Coca and Mango Tree Group as Operations Director. So I'm uniquely qualified to talk to you all this afternoon about the brand. So we're here to talk about a very interesting company called Coca and Mango Tree. You probably all heard about it or you wouldn't be joining us today. This company is based in Thailand, and Coca has been around for more than 62 years. So we'll discuss, before we discuss about the brand itself, we'll talk a little bit about Asian cuisine and a little bit about the company, and then a little bit about their specific brands. And then we'll have a question and answer session at the end for any questions that you might have. So to begin, interestingly enough, Asian cuisine has been the #1 expanding cuisine in the world for the past almost 10 years now. So the fact that it is so popular is not news to anyone. Everywhere you go, Asian restaurants opening all over. And Thai restaurants, after Japanese, is the #1 expanding cuisine. People look and really like Thai food because of its authenticity, its strong flavors. It makes it very appealing to world demographics. And one of the reasons that Asian cuisine is so popular now is the amount of travelers to and from Asia. So you can see from the chart that in the last, from 2000 to 2017, the amount of world travelers has increased, but not near as much as the travelers coming out of or into Asia and the Pacific region. So it's actually become the second largest travel group. And of course, as Asians go to the rest of the world and the rest of the world comes to Asia, their food goes in and out and becomes more popular. And that's a trend that's not going to stop. One more interesting fact about cuisine in Asia is that Asians prefer Asian food. So as you look at the chart, if you can see it, America and Europeans, they like to mix it up. Whereas Asians, they will eat their local food. So Vietnamese will eat Vietnamese food out 5 times a week. But when they choose other cuisines, they actually choose other Asian food. And that makes the Coca group of brands very popular for people because it is all Asian cuisine. And two of the main factors in choosing a cuisine when Asians go out is a desire for authenticity and a desire for a new experience. And those two main points seem to go across all the various countries, whether you're talking about Malaysia or Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, Japan, Vietnam, doesn't really matter. They're looking for authenticity and new experience. So Coca brands, they offer and fulfill those two needs. They have a very authentic taste. They have that wonderful Thai hospitality that everybody loves so much. And their restaurants and their food are fun, they're vibrant. And for a long time now, they've been market leaders in both Cantonese Hotpot and Thai cuisine. So a little bit about the company. They have more than 76 restaurants in 15 different countries. And you can see by the map that they're very strong in the region, centered out of Thailand, but going throughout most of the Asian Pacific region and ASEAN countries, although they do have a presence even in the UK. The history of the company started in 1957 as a very simple one restaurant. What was unique about it is they actually pioneered suki or hot pot into Thailand. This is the company that brought it out of China and brought it into Thailand. It's almost amazing the popularity of Thai hot pot now all around the world. This is the company that invented it. So as over the years, they expanded to the multiple brands that they own today, starting with COCA, going to Mango Tree, and the latest being Mango Chili. But if you can see the details over the years, what's amazing is the number of awards that this company has received. So 2015, they were the company that was chosen to represent Thai cuisine at the World Expo. They won a Michelin Plate Award in Guangzhou, and they most recently won the World Travel Award for restaurants in a travel hub for one of their units in the Japan airport. So they're highly decorated. They're well-known brands throughout the world with a very specific strength here in Asia. So let's speak a little bit about COCA, which is their original brand. As I mentioned, they are the originators of suki or hot pot in Thailand, and they are still to this day, 62 years later, considered to have the best suki dipping sauce and one of the best tom yum hot pot soups in the business. The menu is focused on Cantonese Thai hot pot and also Thai food favorites. It was a family-based business, so they're on now their third generation. And one of the best things about this third and most latest generation, Miss Natalie, she's actually internationally educated, and she's been very successful in giving the company a much bolder, vibrant approach that's really appealing to the millennial generations, which are a lot of the F&B customers in the whole area these days. They have a very strong belief, which a lot of brands I think these days are lacking. And their belief statement is quite simple. It states that we do not serve something that I wouldn't serve to my children, because our guests are someone else's children. And I think you can see this throughout everything that the company does in all of their brands, in all of the countries. The way they serve and the food that they serve gets very few complaints because they take a very personal interest in their product. Some of their core values comes through with this passion for food, for creating memorable experiences. I really love their statement of we live and breathe our recipe every day. So they're focused on the product, they're focused on the service, and they give good support to all of their franchisees to make sure that everywhere you go, when you go to a COCA, you go to a Mango Tree or a Mango Chili, you really get to experience that Thai hospitality and authentic Thai cuisine. Their food is focused on three things for COCA: simple, healthy, and lively. So their vision is to be innovative and a leading international chain of restaurants, serving quality Thai and Asian cuisine with a warm ambiance and excellent service. And their vision, in one word, deliver what we promise. So they They have quite high expectations on themselves, and they expect all of their restaurants to also deliver the brand promises. Broken down a little bit, you can see simple. So they focus on high quality ingredients, and a lot of the key products, the sauces, the dipping sauce, the suki sauce, some of these key items actually get manufactured right in Thailand and are consistently used throughout the brand worldwide. Healthy. So healthy, they use, of course, a lot of local fresh product, which is easily available here in the Asian region especially. They have healthy menu items, and they have a relatively healthy cooking style. So when you compare Thai food and Cantonese hot pot towards other Western brands and other types of cuisine, it's a much fresher. There's a lot more herbs and spices, fresher vegetables, and it's a much healthier cooking. And lastly, lively, because good food isn't enough anymore. So you need that Thai style warm hospitality and service, and you need a beautiful Instagrammable plating so that everybody wakes up and pays attention to your brand. So here you can see just a few photos. The top right one is one of their show kitchens. So that is a live kitchen right in the middle of a COCA restaurant, which is located in a mall. So everybody can see the chefs cooking. You don't have to do that. Not all the restaurants do that, but that's the type of standards that this brand has, that you can run an open kitchen. The bottom right-hand picture is an example of another mall location for a COCA restaurant. And the photos on the left, you can see some of the food that is made at COCA. Obviously focused on the Cantonese Thai style hot pot with all of the items that go with it. But they also have Thai favorites, including quite expensive dishes like lobster and crab, if the market permits to sell premium items at that kind of price range. A few more photos of interiors around the world. So there are COCA restaurants in Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and of course, Thailand. Now moving on to their other brand, their next brand, which is Mango Tree. So Mango Tree is solely Thai food. There isn't any Cantonese elements. They don't do hot pot. Mango Tree is an upscale casual Thai restaurant. It's a destination type location. You can see it at the top right, the brand positioning. But one of the interesting things about the COCA group is that they have multiple tiers. So if you take a Mango Tree area development for a country, let's just take for example, in the Philippines, in Manila, there's a Mango Tree. It's a flagship. So it's a destination outlet that even in a city like Manila, you might only open one or two Mango Trees ever. So that doesn't make the brand very scalable. So they have these different tiers like Mango Tree Bistro, Mango Tree Cafe, Mango Tree Kitchen, or Grab and Go. So you can open your one Mango Tree, grab that market segment, but then you could expand throughout malls and other areas using one of the second or third tier outlets. This allows you to kind of grow within even a single city or a small territory so that you can justify having multiple units and actually make some money. COCA also has it. If you see on the left, There is a COCA Heritage, which is your very premium style outlet. Looks very Cantonese with some Thai elements. Again, it's a premium offering focused on hot pot. You would have all the expensive options here for your crab or your lobster. You can also hire a Cantonese dim sum chef and offer dim sum at a COCA Heritage. But again, you would only typically open one of those units in an area, whereas your biggest expansion would be from the COCA restaurant, where much less expensive, more common daily dining as opposed to your special event or destination locations. The COCA restaurant, just like the Mango Tree Cafe, can go into any mall. It can go into very small footprint locations. And lastly, their newest offering at the bottom, you can see they have Mango Chili. Mango Chili is a Thai cafe, and it's basically bringing Thai food anywhere you want to go. Very small footprint, only the best sellers that everybody wants to eat in a very fast, casual, inexpensive environment. So taking them individually, a little bit more detail. In summary, we have the COCA, started in 1957, so they've been doing this for 62 years. The original location is still open in Bangkok. It is still packed almost every day. So they've got a success story that very few companies can match. Very innovative and yet long established at the same time. Very both Thai and also Cantonese, both a la carte and hot pot dishes. A couple of tiers, so you can have your destination flagship type locations, but you could also have your standard COCA restaurants that you can open a lot in any particular marketplace. The investment per restaurant varies a lot. So as you see from the slide, investment can be as low as 250,000 up to about 800,000 per restaurant based on what you're going to do. In my experience in Asia, you're at the lower end of that scale. I think I've seen COCA open in certain mall locations for around 200,000. COCA's focused on hot pot. Almost about I think 75% of their diners order some form of hot pot, and they have all of the options: seafood, meats. They go from very inexpensive, something that a single person could have for a light lunch, all the way up to very premium items like Canadian lobster, crab, Wagyu beef, as shown in this photo. Mango Tree, not quite as old as COCA, but 26 years. The original Mango Tree is also still open in Bangkok. It has won, I think, more awards for Thai food than any other brand in the world. I can't even list them all, but they've been very innovative while staying, the food is staying very traditional. They give culinary experiences from all 4 regions of Thailand. So you can get almost any Thai dish that you could imagine with all kinds of different flavors. Very interestingly, while they have very authentic Thai food, it is more your fine Thai food. So it's not like Thai street food, which is super sour, super spicy, super salty. And a lot of international people can't handle it. The Thai food at Mango Tree is what they call fine Thai food or royal Thai food, which means it's very consistent for everyone, no matter where you live. You still get those elements of spice or sourness, but they're not overpowering like they are in Thai street food. several tiers. You have your flagship destination, upscale casual restaurants, but you also have your tiers like a Mango Tree Cafe or Thai Bistro. Even the grab and go, which is good for a food court or a train station, even an airport where they're only focused on one or two dishes at a very, very high volume. Investment level is similar to a COCA. In Asia, you can be as low as about 200,000, especially for a Mango Tree Cafe or Bistro, up to about 800,000 for a large Mango Tree destination flagship. To spend a little bit of time here on the food, most people are familiar with the different Thai dishes, but Mango Tree has them all. And you notice that the presentation, the bright colors, the wide variety of textures, tastes, colors, products, really gives diners the ability to come back on a weekly basis for a Mango Tree, or even daily basis if they like Thai food, and always have different items and never get bored with the menu. Definitely for Mango Tree, it's all about the food. And lastly, their last brand, which is Mango Chili. Same food as Mango Tree, obviously no premium items, but it's designed to be very inexpensive to open, to be very young, fun, moving up to a very fast casual or almost QSR version. Good for light lunches, also good for markets where the ticket price needs to be very inexpensive. And yet the food quality and the dishes are the same as the other brands within the group. You could open quite small units, small as 80 square meters for a restaurant, and a QSR counter as low as 30 square meters. Now your investment drops to just over 100,000 per unit. So it's something that has been very attractive and moving forward. So they've had a unit, they've expanded into Nepal already. India, they're seeing some success in India. They've opened in Shanghai. So a lot of places where the market is very price sensitive, Mango Chili offers a very good solution to get Thai food into those markets. So Mango Chili, signature tuk-tuk in all their locations. They do things like craft beer on tap. It's almost a QSR model, bright, young, simple, very focused on young diners. And they do a lot of focus on takeaway or delivery. Mango Chili only does the very popular Thai dishes. So your curries, tom yum soup, satays, som tom, the papaya salad. It's not a big menu, which means operations are quite easy. So for COCA, the brand is available in Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Myanmar, Philippines, Taiwan, Korea, and Vietnam. For Mango Tree, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Myanmar, Vietnam, Taiwan, and Korea are available. And for Mango Chili, their more recent offering, there's quite a long list of countries in the region that are still open for Mango Chili. So they would be good options for Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, Vietnam for sure, even Korea, Taiwan, or Japan. And that's basically the presentation. So I hope I've kind of covered the main points about the brands. Our company, we help consult to find these brands, the right potential franchisees for different markets. So we're available to help you with franchising questions or other questions about the business development side. And if you go to the bottom right of your screen where you can chat, as Mandy said at the beginning, there's a little question mark. And if you click on the question mark, you can type any of the questions that you might have, and I can answer them now. After we're done here, Mandy will be sending out some more material about the brands to everybody who attended, which would allow you to study the material at your own leisure. And then you can contact us by email anytime, and we can set up a one-on-one call as well. So this is a question. So what are the expected challenges of bringing the brand to a new market? So of course, there's always challenges. Food and beverage is not always easy, especially if you don't have a lot of experience. But the good thing about Thai food is it's quite consensual. After Japanese, it's the preferred Asian food for people to go out as an ethnic food, so not their own. People tend to notice when Thai restaurants open. So that means if you do a good job, you have a good chance of building up a direct clientele. The brands are well known, so a lot of people are familiar with them. They've seen them in airports, they've seen them as they travel around the region. So that's a very good thing about these brands specifically. But for sure, you need the right team. I know that this brand is very particular about you having the proper chef, proper restaurant manager for your original location, because they've seen when it was done by people who weren't qualified, they've had some problems. But because they've done it already in 15 countries and 76 units, the COCA group is very good at helping you overcome any of the challenges that you're going to face in a new market. So another question from Sean: how does this brand compare to other similar brands in Asia, for example, Thai Express or others? So it's true that they have competition. Actually, most markets definitely have hot pot competition. It's not an uncommon food, so there's nothing, it's not a unique type of food, but really the quality of the food is what differentiates Coca and Mango Tree from its competitors. If you eat at a brand like Thai Express, and then you eat at a Mango Tree or Mango Chili, 100% of the time you will choose Mango Tree as your preferred Thai food. They're also much more focused on the experience, even at their cafe level or the Mango Chili level. You should see good Thai hospitality, you should see nice plating, and you should have really tasty, good, authentic Thai food with premium ingredients inside. Coca, again, has a lot of competition in the hot pot, but personally, I've tried Thai hot pot in probably 10 or 11 different countries, and I've never tasted soup as good as their tom yum soup or dipping sauce as good as their original suki sauce. So what kind of support do franchisees receive? So they have a full training program for all new franchisees. They will typically invite the team, which is usually 2 or 3 chefs and sous chefs, to Thailand to train. They will also bring the restaurant manager from the first location for a couple of weeks or a full month. So they do a full training package there in Bangkok to make sure that the team is ready. They also will send over an opening team, usually 2 people, one to focus on the marketing aspect, as well as business development, and one for operations. 3 people, because they also send 1 chef. So the store, especially your first one that you open, gets a really good training from the really good support from the franchisor on the training side of things. They have a team in Bangkok, so they have a marketing division, they have an operations division. So you're going to see a lot of help with your menu design, with your pre-opening marketing for your soft opening and your grand opening. Then they have quarterly newsletters that come out with new recipes, new menu dishes. They do a lot of interesting things over the year. So they gather everybody together for an annual conference. The last time they did, and there's a good YouTube video about it that we have that you can watch, about a chef's trip that went into the highlands of Thailand. So they learned some very local Isan cooking, gave the chefs a lot of inspiration to do some new menu dishes. So you get very good ongoing support from the brand. The people involved have been there for a long time. Trevor, the director, for, 15 or more years. So he's a very good resource when you want to do events, especially for marketing and the business development side of things. So the next step, if you're interested in learning more, so please contact us. So Mandy has sent all of you an email. You have our contact information. Please reply back to us with your questions. Let us know what market and what brand that you're interested in, and we will respond and let you know the more specific details relating to that particular brand or that particular market. We're here to facilitate and help you with any of those challenges and make sure that you get to talk to the right people over at the COCA Group.
It seems like we still have one question.
So the next question, what is the average return on investment for all the brands? So typically, they probably average around the 20% EBITDA. Of course, that's varies largely location by location, country by country. Once you sign a non-disclosure and look a little deeper, you can get more details about the typical profit and loss statement. A lot of it depends on your own team, making the right decisions for your location, your menu, your pricing, your team. But 76 locations in 15 different countries for, and 62 years for some of them, they wouldn't be there if they weren't making good money. I would say if you do it right, 3 to 4 years, usually 3 years, you can get a decent your return on investment. So another question, how long is the process of franchising? Part of that depends on you. So normally, once you contact us after this webinar, we can put you in touch, give you like I said, the specific details for your particular market and your particular brand that you're interested in, to make sure that we go back to the company with the right information. They will ask you to fill out a form, both for a non-disclosure so that they can share some sensitive information with you, which will help you to make the right decision and get some information so that they can start to see that you're qualified to be able to take that market and develop it properly. That process can be very quick. We've had some that go extremely quick, but usually it can take a month or 2 months for everybody to be ready to sign some documents. Normally, what will happen is they will sign an LOI or MOU, letter of intent, that when you agree on the main points, and then once that's done, then they can do their due diligence to check you out, and you can do your due diligence to make sure that it's the right brand for you, that it's going to work in the market. And that also can usually take 1 or 2 months. And then the signing and payment of the franchise fees can be very quick. And usually the first restaurant, found from experience, takes about 3 months to open. So what kind of menu localization is allowed? So menu localization is always a sensitive topic with franchisors. For sure, there's a core menu on all 3 of the brands that you need to follow, but they're very open. There's all kinds of Thai food. They probably have 300 or 400 Thai dishes in their total repertoire. Plus, there's in the Cantonese side, maybe 100 different sides that go with the hot pot. Plus, you've got full dim sums. I think no matter whether you're in an area that prefers seafood or pork or beef or vegetarians, they have dishes that they can customize to be right for your market and your restaurant. Typically, they don't need to go beyond that, but in some markets, there have been maybe Thai dishes that are kind of very famous, or something that have been included to the menu that are very specific to the market. So they're quite open within reason, as long as they can keep their authenticity and their brand standards. Sub-franchising, this is a very important question. So yes, if you take an area development, so let's say you take an entire country, so it's a larger deal, then yes, this is something that you can negotiate to be allowed to sub-franchise. So it's something that they have done before. If you take a single city, let's say you take Ho Chi Minh City for mango chili, then likely you're not going to get the rights to sub-franchise, because they're going to expect you to develop that city by yourself. But let's say you take Vietnam as a whole market, then, and your intention is to just do Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, then yes, it would make sense for you to negotiate sub-franchising ability throughout for the rest of the country, so that there's a local person in Da Nang handling Da Nang. So can I localize the menu? I think we've addressed that already, but the answer is yes, to a certain extent. So that's all the questions that I have so far. So if there's no further questions, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon. I hope it was informative. please feel free to reach out to us on an individual basis. I'm happy to schedule a call with any of you to discuss any of the brands further. With that said, thank you very much and goodbye.